I have an affiliation with the water. I'm Scott Brockenshire, retired medalist from Atlanta and Sydney 2000 Games. I was born without the tibia in my leg. The full length of my leg is as is, so regardless of what would have occurred with where my kneecaps stand, you can see my femur's a bit shorter on this leg as well. So regardless of what would have occurred, I'd still have a short leg. My parents at 18 months old decided to have the foot amputated. The tibia is actually the bone in the lower leg that takes all the weight. So either way, I'd still be wearing some sort of prosthetic. I'm glad they did. It's allowed me a lot more freedom to do things that I probably wouldn't have been able to do in the long run. The surf's life-saving side of it was my first medals that were earned, and they were an able-bodied environment. They weren't in a disabled environment. And then at about 25, we were watching the Victorian Commonwealth Games that were in Canada, and they had an exhibition sport, disabled guys with one leg, and they were swimming over there, and the times they swam over there were actually a lot slower than what I'd swum. My other half had said, you know, mate, you can swim fast those, why don't you go and have a go at it? And I'd swam two main events, which was freestyle and butterfly. Butterfly was just because I could do it. Freestyle was sort of what I wanted to do. I started up, as I said, in 95. I've got Australian medals and records that still stand today. Of some I couldn't even confirm which ones still stand, but there's a few of them. Then I went to 96 Games in Atlanta, 2 bronze and a silver over there, and followed that right through to 2000 with meets in between, and I've got 2 bronze and a silver from there as well, unfortunately. No gold.
So when you were doing your 4x100 relay, what was going through your mind before you dived in the pool once you were watching your team swim?
How far behind we were. How far I had to catch up.
Other than that?
There's not a lot else. No, just go hard and don't stop.
So did you train differently for Sydney than you did in Atlanta?
In Sydney I trained actually for butterfly, whereas in Atlanta I didn't train at all for butterfly. It was a Clayton's event that I sort of just did because I could.
During the Atlanta in 2000, did you ever change your trainers?
No, I coached myself.
So what was your life motto to get you through that?
Oh, well, if you love what you do, you'll be good at it.
True that.
Advice to others, you don't see it as being a hardship, you know. And I guess you see these hero stories in the newspapers, and you hear about them through documentaries and things like that. And I think, you know, if you have an attitude that you've got an issue, or there's something wrong, or there's a hardship, or you're feeling awkward about yourself, then there's going to be an issue. But if you don't see it as that, then, mate, you'll be fine.